Hello everybody, my name is Hocus Pocus and welcome back to the Minecraft Let's Play. This is episode 96 of the series and you might be wondering, Hocus, where did you go? Well, as some of you guys know, I've been moving into a new apartment recently and once we got here, I've now got my own little room for my PC to go in. So I've got a gaming room, if you will, I guess, or a recording room, whatever you want to call it. And as soon as we arrived here, we realized quickly that there was a lot of echo in the room, so it was hard to record and get good sound quality. So I ordered a few things from Amazon, tried to get as much furniture in the room as possible to reduce the echoes, and this is what we're working with at the moment. So I apologize if the audio is still a little bit off, but for now, this is what we're going to have to deal with until, of course, I can sort out the issue. It's a bit weird actually recording. I can hear my voice about 2 or 3 times, including once in the earphone, once in the echo, and of course once when I actually talk. So without further ado, I guess that's the explanation for why I've been gone for so long, and I really do apologize for that, you guys. But we should be back now, and we should be getting back on track to create regular episodes once again. So we're starting over in the deep storage system, and the reason for that is because I've got a few things to put away here, and by a few things I actually mean almost an inventory full of stone, because of course we've been doing a lot of digging recently, so I decided to go ahead and put that back where it belongs. But I think before we get stuck into today's episode, we've got a little bit of an issue here in terms of our pick dying out. So I'm going to head over to the Guardian farm, get that repaired, and then we will get started with whatever we decide to do in this video. Okay guys, so as I said, just getting the pickaxe repaired here up to full durability so that we've got the uses for today's episode is what I'm trying to say. And just recently, I've actually been delving into a couple of new games. And by new, I mean games I haven't played for a while. So one of those is Starbound. I don't know if you guys have ever played it. It's kind of like Terraria. Maybe a bit different, but it is almost like Terraria in the fact that it's a 2D rendition of Minecraft, almost. It has a lot of features in it though, and it's got a main quest line, so I guess it is different in a way because Minecraft and Terraria, of course, don't really follow a linear quest system or storyline as such. They sort of follow I guess upgrade tiers. So of course in Minecraft you go from wood to stone to iron to diamond. In Terraria you sort of progress through the bosses, that kind of way, but there is no set storyline, I guess. So that's where it's a little bit different, but I really do like that game and I'm kind of considering starting a series on it. So don't know if any of you guys would be interested, but of course if you will be, let me know. Anyway, I'm going to continue here until we've got full durability on the pick, maybe take a few food items back to the base with us as well, and we'll catch up with each other once we're back at the Ravine base. Okay, you guys, so the first thing that I want to do in today's episode is to clean up this hallway area here. So as you can see on the left hand side in the center, we do have the wall textures in place and of course a torch in the center. So there's a couple of things I want to do. Firstly, I want to remove this torch and replace this block with a redstone lamp. I think that'll look good. And then I want to transfer the same design up into that archway, and finally this archway here. We're going to leave this one as it is for now because you never do know what we might decide to build up there. We could possibly expand up there in the future, so I'm going to leave it as it is just in case we do that. And of course that will save us ruining what we've already built. So I think we'll go ahead and implement this design up there, and up there, as I said. Install the redstone lamp into each of the archways also, as I stated, and once we've done that we can progress on to something else. So let me quickly head over to small storage, grab the materials required, get it done, and then I'll bring you guys in to check it out. We're just finishing up the last wall up in the archways here, so I thought I'd bring you guys back in so that you can see once again the process that we've been through a million times by now. But still, I like to bring you guys in to watch it sometimes just because I find this sometimes quite relaxing to just place a few blocks and try and randomize them as best as we can. So here we go, and then we're on to the polished andesite. Let's go ahead and do that, and then finally the gravel can go in anywhere that remains. Actually no, it can't because this is too clustered for my liking. So what we'll do is we'll bring that back out, we'll move the cobblestone here, and then we'll go with an andesite block there, we'll go with 2 gravel there, and then maybe we will go with something else here like a what should we go with here? Gravel could work, but we're going to have to replace this one, I think. So up there, we'll actually go with andesite instead, and then we'll just collect all of our blocks, of course. Knock down this silly tower that we built to get our way up here so that we could actually work on the archways. And now we should have something that's looking a lot cleaner. So let's take a step back, I should say, and walk through the archways. As you can see on our left hand side, we've got all 3 of those walls complete, and on our right hand side we've got this wall complete. We've also got this wall complete, and I should probably add in another lamp right here, which I'll do quickly now, and then we can move on. So let me just grab the glowstone, get that crafted and in place, and as I say, we can progress on to something else. Okay guys, next on the agenda is to see if we can get ourselves some leather to craft some more bookshelves. So we're heading up to the animal farm. And we're going to breed the cows firstly, and then slay a few to get their loot, of course. So let's go ahead and just breed these guys up, or at least the remaining guys. Anyway, there's not many left in here at the moment by the looks of things, but we will do our best to repopulate this area once we're done with the library area over in the new ravine, because of course that is what's taking up a lot of the leather at the moment. So here we go. Just killing a few of these guys, grabbing their loot, and I didn't mean to break that grass. We're going to have to fix that, I think, because otherwise it's going to bug me that we broke that. So let's go ahead and fix it quickly. If we've got the resources, of course, we should do. Okay, maybe we don't. I'm going to have to just bank on the fact that this is going to grow some grass in the corner here. Nope. There we go. Okay, all fixed. And then finally, should we take another cow? No, we'll leave 2 just because the numbers are dwindling a little bit, as we can see. So let's go ahead and put this back. We can also go ahead and store some of this away. And then finally, just get rid of those 2 guys, and let's go ahead and craft ourselves some bookshelves. Unfortunately, we're still going to be a few blocks short here, but we can, however, implement 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. So we've got the indented bookshelves, as you can see. We just need 1 more, so we are very, very close. Let's pop our anvil back in there. Kind of take a step back for a second, because this room might need to undergo a few changes. On second thoughts after the stream in which we designed this, I don't know if the multicolored wood is a good idea. I like it on the stairs, and I like it at the top on the balcony. I like it along here, but for this area, maybe we'll just go with a solid color. Kind of looks strange to me to have all of these different fence types and log types crammed into one design. So maybe we'll go ahead and change that sometime in the future, but for now we'll leave it as it is. And you guys can let me know what you think, but I kind of think this looks a bit strange, so maybe we'll switch that up eventually. Anyway, what do we want to do next? I've got a feeling that what I want to do next is to maybe organize this ceiling area here, and then try to install our automatic anvil dropper. So we're going to have a pressure plate or a button or something like that that will open up a hatch up here, and that will drop a new anvil down for our use right in this block here. So let's try and install that, and also get this ceiling area organized, because it's a bit messy at the moment. So it would be nice if we could, you know, just figure out a way to make it look a bit neater. Okay, you guys, so we've got the basis of a design for the redstone work set up here. So first of all, we're going to have a button here, and this is a slight redesign. As you can tell, we've now got this 6-sided wooden block stripped in the middle. So this is the wood block that you combine 4 logs with, and then it gives you an oak wood that doesn't have the bark showing, or sorry, that doesn't have the innards showing. It's just bark all the way around, and we strip that, and that's where the anvil is going to stand. So that kind of reduces our need for an extra bookshelf, which is good. And we're going to have a button or something on the outside here that will send a signal through here, and it sets off this chain of redstone torches. And once we get to the top, we're actually going to need to send the wiring up in this direction. So maybe something like this. And we're obviously going to need to escape from here somehow, so I'll probably do that for now. And then we need to go maybe like, not like that. We need to go like this, and that should have the piston activated permanently now. So let's take our tower down here. Oh, damn it. I broke the block with the redstone on. One idiot. Right, let's go back up and replace that quickly. There we go. Okay, we should be good now. So let's come back down. Fix that block there, and we want probably a repeater somewhere in here just to give this a bit of a longer signal. Actually, instead of replacing that, we'll just put a torch up, get some lighting in here. So as you can see, the piston is extended, and it will be holding a block in place like that. So let's craft ourselves a button quickly, and we're going to make that out of spruce as we usually do. So let me quickly go and check if we've got any spruce. If not, we'll make a makeshift button. We do have spruce, which is good. Do we have logs anywhere? No, we do not, is the answer to that question. So there's our button, and we'll go ahead and place that on the stripped oak block up here. So let's go ahead and pop that there, and when we press it, as you can see, a nice elongated signal. Maybe give that put it to 2 ticks instead. That might be better. Let me try 1 tick. That's always the same, isn't it? It's just the amount of time required to actually send the signal that's changing, I think. Because the problem is we only want that to release 1 anvil, so hopefully that is the case. I guess we can test that out. If we craft ourselves another anvil and come right back. Luckily for us, we didn't actually need to craft another anvil because we have a damaged one over at the small storage system as well, so I just snagged that one for now. And of course, the only bad thing about this system is that it's a manual refill, so it's not actually fully automatic, but it should allow us to automatically drop anvils into an area that we desire. So let's place 2 up there and just see what happens when we press the button. And I've got my fingers crossed that this works, so here we go. Right, so what happened there? I guess it destroyed... I guess one of the anvils destroyed the other, so that isn't going to work, is it? That is very unfortunate. How are we going to change that? I need to probably look at a tutorial for this because we need that to shut a lot quicker than it does, otherwise it lets too many through, and apparently there's a zombie trying to kill me as well. So maybe we won't need a tutorial, or at least I'm hoping, because I've had another idea here which I think might work. So what we're going to do instead is we're actually going to move this guy back and up a block. So we're actually going to want to take that one out as well, remove an extra layer up here, and we'll keep this torch where it is. I think that'll work out fine. And what we want to do is raise the anvil by 1 block. So the anvils are going to be coming out there. So we want the piston to be not there. We want it to actually face towards the area in which we're trying to push it, which is going to mean we're going to have to go up there, I think, and do it ourselves. But that should be okay. So let's pile up there. And does it need to be on this block? And then the anvils are there and they get pushed down there. Yeah, I think that's correct. So let's go back up to the top where our redstone signal comes out. And now we want to try and take this from here all the way up there. Or do we just... We might actually just extend this tower, or should we? Because if we extend the tower... Oh, we could be in a bit of a pickle here. Because actually, yeah, let's extend the tower up and we can just bring it downwards, hopefully. So let's take this torch and go on top of there. And then we want another torch up there, which is turned off. Yes, that's right. Actually, that is right. We do want a torch that's turned off. And then we just simply want to take a redstone signal out of that torch and run it into the back of this piston. So now coming back down, we want to fill in this block here. Yep, that's correct. And we'll take this block out. So now my plan is a bit different, as I said. We're going to actually have the piston push the anvil out into the open. That didn't do anything. Is this correct? Is this redstone signal correct? It should be, I think. So it comes out there. And it goes into there and into the back. So if we apply a signal, it should do something. Maybe we need a piston that isn't sticky. Let's try that out, I guess. Okay, so we're trying out the regular piston, as I said. Let's get ourselves back up here so that we can take this guy out, take this guy out, and then we kind of want to go like that, and that works. And then we want to put our anvil back. I have no idea how I made that jump, but I did. There didn't seem to be enough space, but I did. Okay, so we've got our anvil in place. Let's try that. Still nothing? Alright, I kind of want to see... Alright, that's working. Let's take the button and try it on the inside, just so I can make sure it's not the wiring that's the problem. I really don't think it is. I think that maybe pistons can no longer push anvils or something like that. But I want to be able to check, if we can, that we're getting a signal up here. So can I press the button from here? I can't. No, I can't. What the hell? I can't. So annoying. Alright. Yeah, we're getting a signal into we're getting a signal into the piston. We're just not getting any action. Let's try this then. Let's try a repeater into the back of the piston, see if that makes any difference. I mean, I can't imagine it would, but you never know. Nope, doesn't seem to make a difference. So maybe the issue is that you cannot push anvils with pistons anymore. In which case, I don't know what we're going to do because I can't think of any other solutions right now. So maybe we'll leave this as it is and just try and work on the ceiling because I do want to polish this up. Because at the moment it doesn't really fit in with the theme. So I think what we'll do is we'll just use a combination of all of the blocks in this room to detail the ceiling a little bit. And then once we're done with that, I'll bring you guys back in to check it out. And we'll see what we're going to do just before we wrap the video up here. So with the construction of the new area of the base over there in the ravine comes a new challenge for you guys. So once you get the world download in about 4 episodes, you need to test this out and see if you can do it for yourselves. I don't know if I'm going to do it. I've only managed this once. It's quite difficult actually. So what you've got to do is you've got to try and fly down this corridor, up the stairs and through one of the exits into the ravine without, of course, crashing. So let's give it a shot. Here we go. And then you want to go through the exit. Okay, so I did hit the pillar. I made it through, but I hit the pillar, so not a clean one. Let's give it one more go before we advance on to sort of wrapping up this episode here. So as I said, you've got to try and get yourself... Oops, you've actually got to take off first. That'd be a good start. You've got to try and get yourself up here and miss the stairs. One more try because I hit the stairs and that was a pretty terrible attempt. Right, let's eat before I end up killing myself as well. Get some health. Okay, that'll do. Here we go. So up the stairs and I just completely mess it up again. Anyway, that's the goal. That's the aim. Let me know if you guys managed to get that one done. But it's quite a tough challenge, I think. So we've got our blocks up together to get this area finished. So what we're going to do is we're going to just poke some random holes in the ceiling here and pop in a few of these textures. So I'm just going to, as I say, be as random as possible. Get a few of these textures in the ceiling. Of course, bar gravel, because gravel is just going to fall if we attempt to put it up there. So there's not really much point in that. Okay, one more maybe over there, and that should probably do the trick. So let's start off with some crackstone brick and just implement that every now and again. Up there will do, one there, and then one up there. And then we'll do some andesite to cover up a couple of these holes. We'll put one there as well, even though maybe I didn't dig that hole, but it's fine. And then we'll go with some cobble. Can I get some cobble up there? Nope, doesn't look like it. I might not be able to reach that block now that I've dug it, which is kind of annoying, but we will rectify that. And then a couple of these guys, and then I think we'll get a few, not there, that's not a good idea. Get a few mossy cobblestone in there, just to wrap the deal up here, seal the deal, as they say. And then can we, I want to get one over there, but I don't know if we can actually reach. We might have to go maybe around the outside here. And can we make this jump? We can, good. Okay, that should allow us to reach, I hope. There we go, perfect. So now instead of a dull ceiling, we've actually got a bit of texture in there, which I think looks a lot better. I was actually gonna put a few indents in the ceiling as well, make it kind of cave up over here, but I think actually the flat area here, just above the bookshelves looks good. So I'm gonna leave it as it is, just with a bit of extra texture in there, of course. I mean, maybe we could even do a bit more. It looks kind of bare still to me. So the areas that are a bit bare, I might go and pop a few more holes just to try and get a bit more texture in there, I think, especially towards the front there. So if we can make that little jump again at the front, up onto that ridge, I think we'll put a few more holes up here because it does look still a bit bare over there. We'll get one more in there maybe. Bit more there, I think will work. And then coming back round. I didn't mean to fall down there. It's fine though. It's fine. We'll go one in there. And then on the other side maybe as well. Is it a bit bare still? Oh yeah, definitely. We'll do that, and that, I think. And let's go again with the textures. So anywhere that we don't really have crackstone brick, I guess we can throw some in. Maybe right there will be a good place. Maybe there will be a good place. And then we could probably take some just over into the corner. Then some andesite will start there. Andesite can go there as well. A piece there wouldn't hurt anybody. Some there will be good. Cobblestone, we got a piece there, so not there. We'll go in there with the cobblestone in there. We can go there. That's a place that it will be feasible to use. I think I'll use some up there as well. And then for the polished andesite, I'll put one in there. I want to put some polished andesite, maybe not up there actually, because I just realized we have one there. So instead of up there, we'll go there. Even, oh no, we've got one there as well. Maybe not. We'll go with mossy cobble there. And then we've got a bit more mossy cobble to place down. So where can we go? And what holes have we got? I think we've got a couple more holes over here, right, that we've kind of glossed over. Okay, that'll work. And I might just put one mossy back up there as well. I don't mind too much mossy. I think it looks good. It adds a bit of color to the room as well. So it's definitely something that we're going to invite. So let me grab a few of the textures that we dropped and get back up top to take a look. Yeah, that's a lot better for me. That is a lot better. So it kind of matches now the rest of the ceiling, where we actually have a nice sort of quite an explosion of textures rather than them just briefly placed here and there. I think that looks a lot better. Let's take a look at it from downstairs as well, just to make sure that we are heading along the right lines. Let's kill this dude as well so he doesn't interrupt our recording. There we go. So from down here, this is what we've got, and I think that looks pretty damn cool. Alright then, you guys, so that's where we're going to leave it for today's episode. I really do hope that you enjoyed what you saw today. It's definitely good to be back after around a 4 or 5 day break now. I can't even remember, and I'm terribly sorry about that. I really am. I can only apologize for what happened, but of course, still working on getting the room echo free, so if the audio sounds a bit off today, hopefully over time we'll start to improve that. Just need to get a bit more furniture in the room, maybe a few other things. Of course, I've got the acoustic panel set up now as well, so hopefully they have a bit of a dampening effect on the sound. But there definitely is still an echo, as I can hear it as I record, as you guys know. So if you did enjoy today's episode, be sure to drop a like down below. That'll be much appreciated by myself. If you have any questions, comments, suggestions, anything you'd want to say at all, pop that in the comment section below and I'll be sure to get back to you. And finally, if you're new around here or haven't subscribed yet, then go ahead and hit that red button and get subscribed to the channel. That will allow you to stay up to date with this series and any other series that I decide to post. And quickly, before I say bye to you all, I've got my social media links down in the description. We've got our Discord server, that type of thing. So go ahead and check those out if you're interested. And finally, make sure to take care of yourselves. Make sure to take care of your families. Thank you very much for taking time out of your day to come and watch my video. I will catch you all in the next one. Bye for now.